My vet sent a sympathy card about putting down my dog. My dog is alive. Someone brought in a different dog with my name. The card came in the mail on a Thursday morning with a paw print on the front. We're deeply sorry for the loss of your beloved companion. I stared at it while my golden retriever Max barked at the mailman through the window behind me. The card was from Riverside Animal Hospital, where I had taken Max for his shots last year. Inside was a handwritten note from Dr. Clifton expressing condolences for having to say goodbye to Max after his sudden kidney failure. My dog was literally eating his breakfast 5 feet away from me, completely healthy. I called the vet immediately, and the receptionist answered with a somber voice, asking how I was holding up. I told her my dog was alive, and she went completely silent. She put me on hold and came back 3 minutes later, asking me to come in right away. I arrived at the clinic with Max on his leash and walked straight to the front desk. The receptionist looked at Max and then at her computer screen, and her face went pale. That's impossible. She called Dr. Clifton out, and he froze when he saw my dog. He asked me to follow him to his office and pulled up medical records on his computer. The screen showed 18 appointments over the past 14 months under my name and Max's name. Routine checkups, vaccinations, blood work, and finally 3 emergency visits for kidney disease leading to euthanasia 2 weeks ago. Every appointment had my signature, my credit card on file, my phone number. The final entry showed I had authorized humane euthanasia and paid for cremation services. I told him I had only brought Max in once for shots and nothing else. He scrolled through notes describing a golden retriever matching Max's age and weight, but the medical history was completely different from my healthy dog. Dr. Clifton pulled up the security footage from the final appointment. A man walked into the clinic carrying a golden retriever that looked exactly like Max. Same size, same coloring, same white patch on the chest. But when the camera zoomed in on the man's face, I felt my stomach drop. He was wearing a baseball cap I had lost 6 months ago. The jacket he had on was mine too. I recognized the tear on the left sleeve from when I snagged it on a fence. The receptionist asked if I knew who that man was, and I shook my head. Dr. Clifton rewound the footage to earlier appointments, and every single time the same man brought in the same dog. In one clip from 9 months ago, the man was wearing my watch. In another from 5 months ago, he had on my sunglasses that I thought I had left at a restaurant. He was collecting my things and using them to impersonate me. Dr. Clifton printed out all the paperwork from the appointments, and I noticed the signatures looked exactly like mine. Perfect copies. The phone number matched mine. The address matched mine. But the credit card number was different. The card belonged to someone else, but was being used under my name and account. I called my credit card company from the clinic, and they confirmed fraudulent charges dating back 14 months for veterinary services I never authorized. Someone had opened a secondary account using my identity. While I was on the phone, the receptionist checked their records and found something worse. The man had scheduled a new patient appointment for next month, a puppy wellness visit for a dog named Max. He was planning to start the cycle over again with another dog. I filed a police report, and Detective Walsh reviewed all the footage and records. He said this was the most elaborate pet identity theft case he had ever seen. Someone had been bringing in a dog that looked like mine, using my identity, building a medical history, and then having that dog euthanized while my real dog stayed safe at home. Walsh requested the cremation records and discovered the ashes had been picked up by the same man. He had taken home the remains of a dog he pretended was mine. The detective ran facial recognition on the security footage but got no matches. Fingerprints from the sign-in clipboard came back clean. Whoever this person was, they had no criminal record and no official identity. Then Walsh found something that made everything worse. The clinic kept records of emergency contact numbers. The man had listed a phone number as his alternate contact. Walsh called it and a voicemail picked up. My voice. My exact voice saying to leave a message. Someone had been recording me. I installed security cameras around my house that night and reviewed the footage from the past 6 months. On 5 separate occasions, a man appeared in my backyard while I was at work. He would stand at the fence and watch Max through the window. In one clip from 3 months ago, he walked up to my back door and tried the handle. It was locked. He stood there for 2 full minutes just staring at the door before leaving. The police never found him. But last week, I got another card in the mail from a different vet across town thanking me for choosing their clinic for Max's end-of-life care. My dog is still alive. Someone is still out there.